Welcome back to another super speedy review. So in the last one, I told you all about the brand new Nike Alphafly 3. Today, I'm gonna compare it to the Vaporfly 3. I have run in previous versions of both shoes, so I have written about things like that below to give you more details, more comparisons. If you're new around here, I am Coach Amanda Brooks of Run to the Finish. I have been running for 20 plus years and coaching for well over a decade. And in that time, written thousands of articles and tested a lot of shoes. So let's dive into this particular comparison. The way I always kind of describe it, you can see almost from the bottom, running in the Vaporfly is a very narrow feel. It is almost like running on a rail is the best way I can sort of describe it. You feel like you are needing to run on this very narrow space. And the shoe itself, you can see from the bottom, it's just more narrow, where the Alphafly is going to give you a little bit more stability. So when you're trying to decide which shoe would be best for racing, the Alphafly is your go-to for the marathon. It's that much more stable feel that you want to have over the course of 26.2 miles. You'll notice even the elites could go for the Vaporfly, but they are pretty much going for the Alphafly. That was not the case when this all first started. It was kind of all over it, but now this is what they're going for. The Vaporfly, fantastic 5K, 10K, and probably half marathon. I don't know. It might kind of depend on how I was feeling for the day. I very much like the Vaporfly. It is squishy is always the word I want to say, but it has great bounce and it feels fast. You're getting great bounce out of the Alphafly too, but it doesn't always just feel as fast as the Vaporfly. That's the best way I can tell you to describe that. Other little things to know. So one of the things I admit I don't love with the Vaporfly is that the tongue can come up a little bit high. That's something that bugs me on a lot of shoes. I don't like when the tongues come up really high. And it is soft mostly, but it is not padded. And so, at least for me, I need to have on the right socks for that to remain comfortable. The Alphafly is just a sock fit. So there's no moving tongue here. It is just the sock fit. I've never had any issue with that coming up too high. Tongue here is entirely detached, so not a sock fit. Both of them are gonna have that super breathable upper. I mean, it's so see-through, you can see your fingers, whatever socks you're wearing through it. Same on both of them. The Vaporfly has the carbon plate. The Alphafly has both the carbon plate and these AirPods. And so the idea is that it is the combination of those two that make it a faster, world record shoe. It does hold currently the world record for the marathon. So, Kelvin Kiptum, for anyone who's now looking, Chicago. What else? What else is different between these two? Okay. The other thing I will tell you is in terms of the sole. So neither one is going to have a very durable sole, and particularly I think the Alphafly 3 folks are going to get annoyed with this foam being exposed on the bottom. On the Vaporfly 3, I actually returned a pair that I had because after 6 miles, the whole bottom was peeling off. So that annoyed me. Now I get it. They're trying to take away any and all possible weight, but I still need the shoe to hold up for more than 6 miles, especially at this price range. So there is no grip here. Maybe a tiny amount of grip here. No grip. No grip. Neither of these are shoes that I would wear in a super wet race day. Maybe this one more so because at least it has it up front. Also on this one, you can see you've got kind of that deep groove in the bottom, whereas this one, just one tiny little space. So it's just gonna be a little bit of a different feel between the two. But that is your quick rundown in comparison. As noted, I'll link to more below, but if you have questions, as always, please drop them. Other shoes you wanna know about, let me know.